Hello, in this video we will discuss about the respiration, blood circulatory system and blood gases. Basically we will discuss about the VBG and ABG. So here is the first of all, let's begin to understand with the beginning is here, which that is the light is depend to the plant for photosynthesis to produce oxygen as a byproduct by the consuming of the carbon dioxide. So the production of the oxygen and in the atmosphere is the oxygen is 21 to 20.99% as compared to the other gases, while the carbon dioxide are present in the form of 0.04%. So that means the huge quantity of the oxygen are present in the atmosphere. So here is photosynthesis required water to produce oxygen. So that is the oxygen is the byproduct of the photosynthesis because the plant is autotrophs and consume energy with itself by the using of light. So the 0.3 millimeter of mercury partial pressure in the atmosphere of the carbon dioxide, while the oxygen contain a 160 millimeter of mercury. So here is the person which that is inside of the lung is the partial pressure of the oxygen is the 100, while the outside is the 160 millimeter of mercury, while the outside carbon dioxide is very minor 0.3 partial pressure, while inside is the 27. So it means the exhalation is very strong for the carbon dioxide to exhale the carbon dioxide, and the oxygen will inhale due to the external partial pressure is more. So the pressure will move toward higher concentration to the lower concentration of the partial pressure. So here I am drawing the basic structure for understanding the circulatory system and pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. So here is the aorta, and here is the superior vena cava and left atrium and right and left ventricle and right atrium and right ventricle. So here is the descending aorta, which that contain oxygenated blood, and inferior vena cava and superior vena cava contain a deoxygenated blood as shown in the figure. So I hope you make sense about this. So here is the peripheral tissue, which that is absorb the oxygen for using the producing ATP for using the Krebs cycle and electron transport chain, while the carbon dioxide will be enter into the vein to move in toward the blood toward the heart. So toward the heart, while the aorta is giving the blood to away from the heart. So here is the atrium filling after to right atrium to right ventricle to move blood into the lungs. So that is known as the pulmonary circulation through a pulmonary artery which contain a deoxygenated blood. After the oxygenation by the respiration, when oxygen will bath with the hemoglobin to move the peripheral tissue for giving the oxygen with the binding of the hemoglobin. The dissociation of the hemoglobin with the oxygen affinity is loose when toward the peripheral tissue, while toward the lungs is the pulmonary circulation contain increase the affinity of the association of the oxygen with the hemoglobin, while the carbon dioxide dissociation will be increased in the lungs. So here is the lung contain a trachea, and basically here is the convert into the trachea and alveoli. Alveoli contain air sacs. So basically the trachea is the minor as compared to the trachea. So the artery and vein is going on. Here important thing is that here is the air sac, and artery contain a deoxygenated blood, which that is the arteriole. So here I am drawing the arteriole. So oxygen is basically 100 millimeter of mercury in the air sac, while the carbon dioxide is the 40 millimeter of mercury. So it means the outer side is a 160 millimeter of mercury. So the movement of the gases oxygen move inside while the carbon dioxide move outside due to the partial pressure are present less than the air sac. So here is the carbon dioxide, for example 46 in the artery of the arteriole, basically in the air which that is wrapping around the air sac, which that is absorb the oxygen, but the 46 carbon dioxide will move into the air sac to convert 40 millimeter of mercury to 46. So that means it will be exhaled, while the oxygen will be inhaled due to the partial pressure is more in the outside environment, so here the interstitial space, and the oxygen will convert into the 100 millimeter of mercury after the oxygenated to vein of the pulmonary vein, and the carbon dioxide will become a 40 millimeter of mercury. So it means the 46 to 40 millimeter of mercury. So here is we will discuss an analysis of the venous blood gases and arterial blood gases. So the venous contain a 40 millimeter of mercury, while the carbon dioxide contain a 40 millimeter of mercury. So the oxygen in the arterial blood gases contain a 40 millimeter of mercury carbon dioxide, while the oxygen is 100. So here let's begin to understand the mixed venous blood and the mixed arterial blood, which that is contain a different quantity and different their range of the blood gases. So here is the mixed venous blood contain a 7.38 to 7.48 pH in the blood. It means the more basic. So here is the more acidic due to the increase of the oxygen. So it means the more acidic in the medium of the oxygen containing more. So here is the partial pressure of the oxygen is the 35 to 40 millimeter of mercury, while the carbon dioxide is more. It means the bicarbonate ion will be 26 to 28 milli equivalent per liter, while in the venous mixed blood, arterial mixed blood contain a carbonate is less, bicarbonate is less, and the water and carbon dioxide also less. It means the more acidic, because the acid is required less oxygen, carbon dioxide. So here I am again discussing about the normal pH is 7.35 to 7.45. It means when decrease by a 3.35 to decrease pH is more acidic, while increase to more basic. So the carbon dioxide increase the 45 millimeter of mercury when. So the first of all we should understand here is the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide is the 35 to 45 is normal, while when increase, for example, so it means the acidic, it's 45 to 57, it become acidic, and partial pressure of carbon dioxide will decrease 30 to 35, it will be basic, and the carbonate is basically 22 to 26 is the normal, while when increase decrease, so it means the basically when decrease, so it means the basic, while bicarbonate will be decrease, so it means the acidic, and the bicarbonate will be increase when, so it means the basic. So that is the increasing of the bicarbonate will lead to basic. So this is the mechanism, and partial pressure of the oxygen is the 80 to 100 millimeter of mercury, that is the saturation of the normal oxygen, while the oxygen is 100 to more 110 is lead to hypoxemia. So the less than 7.35 pH is acidosis cause, and more than 7.45 will cause alkalosis. So let's begin to understand with the example. So the pH is 7.25 is the acidosis, while the pH 7.55 is the alkalosis. So how it's possible? So here we will discuss about the concept method, which that will easy to understand for you. So here is the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide is regulation due to the lungs, while the bicarbonate regulation due to the kidney. So the regulation of the bicarbonate and carbon dioxide will lead to increase or decrease the acidity on the basis of when carbon dioxide will be increase, so it means the acidic, while the carbon dioxide will decrease, it means the basic, while on the other hand bicarbonate will be if the decrease, so it acidic, while the carbonate will be increase, it means the basic. So is the if carbon dioxide will be normal, so the respiration is normal, while the bicarbonate is abnormal, it means the renal problem, kidney problem, while if the abnormal carbon dioxide, so it means the respiration abnormality. So when increase the bicarbonate, it means the increasing of the bicarbonate will lead to basic, while decrease the bicarbonate will lead to acidosis. So the acidosis or alkalosis is depend to the bicarbonate, which that is regulated by the kidney. So the here is the carbon dioxide will decrease alkalosis, while the carbon dioxide will increase to acidosis. Because increasing of the carbon dioxide will lead to attach with the oxygen in the presence of carbonic anhydrase to produce carbonic acid, which that lead to increase the acidity of the blood. So here is the kidney we will discuss, which contain a urinary unit. Basically the excretory unit is nephron. Nephron is the one near to the 1 million in single kidney, which that is contain a proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule, and collecting duct. So here let's begin to understand distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct and proximal convoluted tubule, which contain here is the blood vessel and lumen and cell of the epithelial cell of the nephron. So let's begin to understand the homeostasis of acid base. So here is the lumen, which contain a bicarbonate, and the hydrogen ion will be moved out from the cell into the lumen to decrease the pH. Why? Because the proton will be decreased. So attach with the carbonate ion to bind a carbonic acid if the decrease of the pH, while not. So that is important things, which that is acid base balance in the kidney. So I hope you make sense. So please like.